Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Lyrics, and in today's reading we are going to see what's going on with your person you are in contact with. So technically you can still watch it if you are in contact with this person, but I will do this reading and with in mind that you have no way of knowing how they're doing. I mean, you could like maybe check social media or ask their friends, but you know, whatever their friends say or whatever you can see on social media can be altered. So this is like, to me, this is a close look at what's going on with them because you don't have access to this info in any way. Okay, so there is 3 piles for you to choose from. I haven't, so usually most of the time, like 90% of the time, I film the different pile and then I film the intro at the end because I always keep a card from the reading for you to, you know, pick a card. But today I wanted to do decks, and so usually when I do decks I like to film the intro first. So I have absolutely no idea if those piles will be somewhat linked or not, so I don't know. I will still recommend to choose only one pile unless you really feel drawn to more than one. Or at least it's what I do with myself. Sometimes I'm hesitating between 2 piles and then I watch one. And sometimes I watch one and I'm like, no, okay, it was the one that I needed. And sometimes I'm like, no, there is more for me. So then I go and watch the other pile that I felt drawn to. So you can do that, or you can do whatever you want. It's completely fine. So pile 1 has the Shadowscape tarot. So I will flip the first card. I didn't choose any card. It's literally, I don't know what it is, so it could help you choose as well. So we have the 2 of Pentacles, and that's the artwork. I really like this deck. Then we have the mystical Manga tarot with the Page of Cups, sorry. I also really like this deck. And then we have a new deck that I was gifted to me at Christmas, and this is the Tarot of the Divine. And we have the 7 of Coin. Ooh, fiery. Okay. So take all the time you need to choose, and I will get started with pile 1. See you in your reading. Hi pile 1, if you choose the Shadowscape tarot that has now been shuffled and is not at all like earlier, this is going to be your reading. So, like I said in the intro, we are going to see what's going on with your person. I wanted to start with a song. My last 2 readings were not involving songs because the subject was not really I was not really calling for one, but here I felt like it and I was really missing it. So here we have your song. You got If I Can't Have You by Shawn Mendes. You got, they got. I always say you got because you're the one watching it, but technically it's your person that sent you this song in a way. Yeah, I asked Spirit for a song about this situation, so in a way it's almost a song sent from them to you. I will say that, so we have 2 situations. The first one will be if you have met this person, if you used to communicate a lot with them, or if you still communicate, like I said in the intro, it's specifically a no contact, but in case you're still in some kind of contact with them, they are really missing you, missing the time that you guys spend together. It's like they literally can't get you out of their mind. The moment I'm getting is that they have those moments where they are working and busy, and I think those moments, they are fine. I don't think you entered their mind at that time, but definitely when they are alone, where they are just having some downtime, or even like at lunch or something like that, they can't stop thinking about you. Literally, it says that in the song, so that's easy. And if you have never really been in contact with them, like it's a no contact, and because you just saw them in the street or saw them on social media or something, and you never like quite get to know one another. In that sense, it could be either, so yeah, it's a bit different, either that they have someone else that they had that they just broke up with, or they just like this they're trying to forget, but it's taking some time. And I think it's only going to be for a few of you. I think for the majority of you, if you have never met them, they have this idea, like they're fantasizing a lot about having someone like you in their life, having a relationship. They're in a place where they feel more ready for a relationship, and they are longing for it a bit more than they used to. It's almost like they used to be like, yeah, I'm focusing on my work and or my studies, and I'll see for romance later on when I'm more established. But it's almost like it caught up with them, and now they just they might not have still achieved everything that they want to, but they still are craving for that relationship, because maybe they realize that work is fine, but at some point they need more. They need something more, and if they don't have it, their work success is not as fulfilling, because at the end of the day they all alone. Yeah, that's the vibe I'm getting with this song. But definitely some longing in one way or another for you or your energy or someone like you. Okay, let's get started. Also, it's a nice song. I mean, Shawn Mendes are a lot of nice songs. I'm gonna push them a little bit. Oh, by the way, this is crown chakra, throat chakra, and heart chakra. It's kind of a love reading, so. And I love the heart chakra. I'm always using it anyway. Okay, so your person got truth and inspiration. First of all, I am called to notice that those cards are pretty dark with a little bit of light, which is pretty uncommon, because that's the deck. Look at most of the cards. They're pretty bright. So yeah, there's not that many like cards that are that dark. So I think they are in a process where, like I said, and even if you guys used to be in communication, and maybe communication stopped because they wanted to focus on their job and not on any relationship or their study or just something else. They wanted to focus on something else, or maybe their art, or just it's the idea that they didn't want it to focus on love for a while. And I feel with truth and inspiration, they are seeing more the truth now. It's almost like, they were in the dark when it comes to feelings and relationship, and they're starting to see the light, a little bit of light here, a little bit of light here. And because she's holding a mirror, it's almost like they realize that they need almost someone to reflect them. Sometimes your person is the reflection of yourself, meaning that they show you where you are shining, but also where you need healing, and they help you grow. And I think they've been so stagnant when it comes to their own feelings and their own personal growth, because they've been so focused on external growth. To whatever it is, it could be so many things, literally, but they've been really focusing on things that are very material. And this darling, and like I said, it's mostly dark and it's a little bit of light. So I think it's a process that they are just starting, or at least they're not further along. It still needs time, but they are starting to see the truth. They start to realize that they won't be fulfilled on their own. Just achieving material things, whatever it is that they are looking for, craving, wanting, it's not all that they need. They need more. They need feelings. They need someone they care for and who cares for them. They need a relationship, basically. And I think it's bigger than just romantic. I think I'm not sure they feel alone, but they don't have that many people around them. They don't have that many meaningful relationship in their life because it wasn't their priority, really. And I'm not blaming them. I think it was part of their journey. And I think that if they hadn't did that, if they hadn't focused on their job or their career, their study, they would have regretted later on, thinking that they should have. So it was part of their journey. There's no blaming them here, but they're definitely starting to shift their mindset. And with inspiration, I think it's either your energy or meeting you that has inspired them, that light that little spark in them, that push them to contemplate having a relationship, push them to see the truth, see that they were maybe they were not that happy, in their life. And it's still tiny. The light is not that big, but I really feel like it's growing in them, and they're definitely going towards some direction. That being said, both women have their eyes closed, so they are definitely not very fully aware of either the potential of this relationship or fully aware of how much they could use to have more in their life. There's something like that. They're just starting their journey. They're still pretty much in the dark, but they're getting there. Let's encourage them. Okay, let's take a look at more cards. Then they got ambush, fear with your ferocious dreams. Okay, I'm sorry. With number 51. Then we got celebrate your wins with 49. And then we got find your sacred flow with 12. Okay, I don't want to put them like that. Can I put you here? Yes, it fits. I like the pink because the candle is pink. Then we have my rose quartz and I put this one here. It's really, really pinky. So it's almost like I want to feel like this side. And also this is the heart chakra. So this side is like what their heart is telling them. And their heart is like, celebrate your wins. Celebrate what you find, celebrate this little beginning of seeing the truth and being inspired and wanting and desiring more. I really feel like, also I'm really like, okay, English is not my first language, but I'm usually better with my words. Like I'm not struggling with pronouncing them that hard. So maybe your person is not like me. They're not a native English speaker, and they do speak English, but it's not their first language. Maybe for some of you could be extra confirmation, because maybe that's why I keep stumbling on my words. But I think their heart is really bugging them, like just not letting them forget. Like it's like, also it's rooster, and I like rooster sing either in the morning, either you want them or not. They wake you up every morning. So if you live near them, obviously, and if they can see the sunlight rising, if they are locked inside, they usually don't, but it's almost like their heart keep calling them to to go and find you. And so that your heart is his heart. Damn it, your person heart. Also, I'm talking really fast, I'm sorry. Your person heart wants your person to celebrate wins, meaning I see it as celebrate finding you, celebrate wanting a relationship again, and their heart is not going to let them go. It's like this rooster is not gonna stop singing, and they're not gonna stop thinking about you or thinking about having a relationship. It's not going anywhere. It's here to stay. And ambush fear with your ferocious dream. I think that maybe they have a fear of intimacy, maybe this desire to focus so much on something else was caused by either a really tough past relationship, or just having like bad relationship example growing up. There is something that it might have started as something very noble, like wanted to achieve something, wanted to achieve material success, to have, you know, stability and to be able to build something really in a relationship. But it turned out as just them running away from some fears that they have. And with this mirror as well, I think that meeting you or encountering your energy in some way has forced them to start to realize that maybe it's not all noble, the fact that they want to focus on their job, their study, or their art, or whatever it is. Maybe it's coming from fears, and they start to realize it, and I'm not sure they are going to face them right away, but there is definitely encouragement coming from Spirit, and I think that he is really being, why do I say he? It doesn't have to be a he, but if it is, like, it definitely is extra confirmation, but they definitely are being guided to address those fears, at least in some ways, and find your sacred flow. I think also, like I said, maybe because they keep thinking about you or keep thinking about having someone, I think it kind of disturbed them, like, because they were so, they had their routine, you know, and because, like I said at the beginning, they keep having thoughts of you or your energy or starting a relationship or wanting more. It just disturbed their peaceful, very organized life, because I think that they could just easily lose track of time because they get lost in their thoughts or things like that. And so they need to find back that flow, that routine, but they need to understand that this routine will not be the same now because their heart won't let them. So I think they are going through like a very, I don't see it as a tough time, but definitely a time where they are transforming and where they are evolving, and a time where they have to address some things. It can definitely be a bit challenging for some of them. I mean, I think it would depend of how deep-seated their fear are, how hard they are to overcome. I really think that's gonna be the major thing here for them, and also how hard it's gonna be for them to accept this little light inside of them. But they're not, just to be clear, they're not escaping it. With this rooster singing here, it's almost like there's no escaping it. They can try to run away from it, but it's gonna keep coming and keep bugging them, and they're gonna keep thinking about you or your energy or having someone like you. It's not going to go away anytime soon. Okay, then you got the King of Swords, well, they got, damn, and the Hangman, and the bottom deck I wanted to keep it, and the bottom deck was Justice. So your person could be a Libra, could be extra confirmation, but they don't have to, obviously. It's just that Justice is always strong Libra energy for me. I like that we had Butterfly and I was like, they're transforming. So okay, so I'm seeing something very clear that I think match pretty well with what I just said. To me, it's like with the King of Swords, they're trying to find back, to find again that structure and that routine that they got. I was just talking about it actually with the find your sacred flow. I think they're really trying to get back to, also is looking left, so to me is looking at the past. And I think, like, as much as the King is a very empowered and evolved card, I think they want to go back to that place of power, that's feeling of power that they used to feel when they had everything in control, when they didn't feel this little light inside of them. They want to go back to that time where they had not encountered you in any way, either physically or in the 5D or whatever your situation is. They want to go back. They want to go back and find this routine again, find this really logical, rational life that they used to live. They just, and also look at him, he's pretty defeated. Like, it's a very interesting King of Swords. He looks a bit defeated, like he is not really sad, but he's not exactly very happy. He's stepping on a skull, like, what's up with that? So I really think that your person is kind of mourning their past life, the way things used to be before they start having their heart being all up in their head, literally. And the thing is, they won't be able to get back. So that's why we have the Hangman here, because we are in this place where they just in the in-between where they need to accept, and I think it's gonna take time. You know, the Hangman is just, it's all about pause for me. And I think they are in this place where they just need to pause and truly understand that they cannot go back, and that they have to accept what's going on. They have to accept that they need to find a new balance where they accept their heart. Justice is all about balance. So they need to find that balance. They need to find a place where their job or their study or whatever it is still important, is still a focus for them, but they are not dismissing their heart. They are not dismissing having a relationship. They are not dismissing you in the process. And this is something that I can see take some time. I don't know how long, but I definitely can imagine that this is something that is going to last a little bit. I think it's going to be different for every single one of you, but I don't see any forwards movement anytime soon, because they really need to follow the process. And it's for the best, because I don't think you will want them at the place they are right now, because they just don't want a relationship. Like, even if you guys end up together, they don't really want a relationship, at least not something that is committed. They might want, you know, a hookup or something really shallow, but I don't think that's what you want. So you don't want them right now. You need to let them go through all of that, go through this period where they accept that their old life is in the past, and now they have to find more balance, something more fulfilling as well. Because I think that as much as they felt like it used to be fulfilling, that the life they used to live was fulfilling, it actually wasn't. They were just lying to themselves and just using work as a coping mechanism or something else, studies, art, whatever it might be. And they need to understand that and find a better balance. Also, those two also have their eyes closed. The only one with their eyes open is the King of Swords, who's looking at the past. So I really think your person right now is aware of what's going on, but is just still hyper focused to go back to the way things were, to forget about you. But they cannot, and they won't, because this is, to me, this is their future energy. This is where they are going. This is the path they are taking. It's gonna take some time, but eventually they will get there. And then I wanted some final messages, so I wanted to use those cards to do like some sort of little message. And it's funny, we have spirit messages. So I would say this is messages from them to you. Well, those were as well, but I see this one as maybe something more direct. So we have spirit messages with the number 34, observe limitations, and number 9, clear and activate, create sacred space. So I really think that this is interesting, because right now they want you to see that they are limiting themselves, that this is their spiritual message, and I think it's coming from their higher self more than their physical self, because we have spirit message, and therefore I feel like either is their spirit guides talking to you or their higher self. I think it might be I really think it's their higher self though. And it says observe limitation. I feel like they really want you to realize how they are limiting themselves and how they are focusing on the past and still needed time to step forward. It's gonna go there. And then we have clear and activate, creates sacred space. And I think this is where they're going, you know, like they're definitely going towards a place where they feel clearer and they are more in touch with their heart, with their intuition. So yeah, this is just, I feel like this is just what I've been saying for the past 20 minutes. Also the timer just said 22:22. I think that's going to be it, pile 1. I'm looking at the cards, seeing if I see anything else. He has his eyes open on this card. I say he's this time because it's the man on the card. So there is definitely, I see it like as something very hopeful, even though the situation right now is not the best. I don't think that it's going to stay that way. I really feel like even if they are resisting, they definitely are going to evolve and become way more balanced and transform into this way more open and activate person. Okay, pile 1, thank you so much for letting me read for you today. I wish you a happy day or night whenever you are watching. Feel free to like, comment, or subscribe. I will really love to have you here. And I hope I will get the chance to read for you again sometimes. Bye! Hi, pile 2. If you choose the Mystical Manga Tarot. Why is the color so yellow? Interesting. Okay, anyway. If you choose this deck, this is going to be your reading all about what's going on with them. So with my last 2 readings, the subject was not fitting with asking for a song, so I did not do it, but I really missed it, and here I felt like it was really fitting. So you guys got a song. You got Hymn for the Missing by Red. Okay, so this song, please go listen to it because I don't think I can describe it. I don't think I can describe the depths of this song. It's a very beautiful, beautiful song, very emotional, and yeah, it's a very intense song. I love this song. I love Red, especially this album and their old albums. There was a really beautiful gem in them. Also Pieces by Red. It's one of my favorite songs. You should listen to it as well because it came really strongly. So yeah, Hymn for the Missing and Pieces by Red are just songs that are coming through here. But this is definitely a song about... Okay, so for the majority of you, I think something happened, or at least you guys met. It could be that you never met and they just felt your energy, or you just saw them somewhere, but I get the feeling of a longing that comes from either you guys were in a relationship or friends, or you really got to know one another. You can still stay if it doesn't apply, but really with this song it's the vibe that I'm getting. Or just they saw you and like deep inside of them they know you were the soulmate, the twin flame. I don't know, it's that intense. So if it was just a really short meeting, then it was something insanely impactful for them, definitely. So either there is story between the two of you, or like something like if there was not story in this life, there is story in a lot of past life, because this is not the type of missing that come from just a small encounter. But I'm not going to talk too much on this song. Just go listen for it. It's just feeling like your heart left when this person left, and it's a song that can talk about missing someone, but like because they are not with you anymore, or because they passed away. So it's a very deep song, but it can apply to both. Like it can apply to someone that you lose you lost, like because they passed away, or because they just left you, that you don't have them in your life anymore. And it almost feel like that, like they're gone, you know? So yeah, it's a very deep song about just missing someone, like just all the time like crazy. And so I think that your person is just, they definitely want you. Like, I don't know what happened, and if there is a way that you guys can communicate, or if there is a way you can be there for them, or just say hi or something. And if you want to, I will encourage you to do so, because I think that they really want that. They really want just to get news from you, or like, it doesn't have to be anything crazy, but just, yeah, just a hello, or like, hi, how are you? Will be really, like, it will make them their day, I'm sure. Okay, let's get started with the card. They got Justice and Truth. Interesting, pile 1 got Truth as well. There is a lot of truth coming forth today. We have the throat chakra, but still. So with Justice, this is definitely Libra energy. So if your person is a Libra, or if you are, could be extra confirmation, but it doesn't have to be the case. A Libra season might also be significant for you. Maybe that's when you met them, or someone's, well, if someone's birthday is during Libra season, they are Libra. That was very redundant, but okay. But there is definitely, I think that, okay, so as much as pile 1 got that card as well, I think this is very different from pile 1. I think this is almost like where pile 1 person will get in sometimes. Like, it's almost like your person, they feel like they missed their chance, like when you left, or even if it's not like really leaving, not like, you know, like you did not break up, but when they didn't took a chance with you, or when they let you go, it forced them to show that they messed up. They shouldn't have let you go, or they should have reached out to you, or they should have tried to start a relationship with you. And they were forced to really look within and looked and realize the truth of why they let you go, why they didn't try to have a relationship with you of any kind, even if it was like, I don't think they are hyper focused on something romantic, because like I said, this song is not necessarily romantic. It's about missing someone in general. It doesn't have to be like being in love with that person. And I feel like it's just the idea of letting you out of their life that forced them to really look within and really see what was holding them back, why they act like that, why they fear maybe something, or why they were not ready for you. And maybe, you know, like I said, maybe if this is like a twin flame or really high level divine connection, maybe it was divine protection even that made the two of you grow apart or never connecting. But still, that meeting, seeing you, being with you, or even being your friend and letting you go, losing you in some way basically, or not starting something with you, really forced them to see themselves better. You know, we have a mirror here. It's almost like they were forced to look in the mirror and see, those are my demons, or this is what I need to heal, this is where I need to find balance, this is where I am hiding myself, this is why I'm doing it. And I think it's been a long time coming, and maybe that's why they're missing you so badly, because it's been a while. But I really feel like they are in a really, like, they're in a better place to accept love. And maybe because it's been so long, they don't know how to reach out to you they don't know, like, it's like, damn, it's been a year, it's been 2 years, like, what should I do? I have a song that comes to my mind. It's like, I think it's you. It's from Maybe Someday. It's a book written by Colin Hoover, and what is the name of the singer? I don't know. I don't remember. But it's like it says, I think about you every single day, thinking about something better to say. Maybe hi, how are you? Not just anything will do. So like it's this vibe here. Like they want to maybe reconnect with you because they can see that you were the reason they went through that healing. You're the person that they are missing. They know that it's you, and maybe they are not sure if this is a romantic connection or a friendship, but they know that they want you in their life, but they don't know how to make that happen now because so much time has passed, and they grow so much and they change so much, and they feel awkward coming back, and because they have so much desire is not the right word, but yeah, a desire to have you in their life. Because this desire is so strong, they're like very shy and they don't know what to do, because it's like, what if I just say hi and they're like, why is this weirdo saying hi to me after 2 years, and they don't respond, you know? And I'm sure it's not just state of mind, or maybe it is, but they're just very afraid and uncertain about how to proceed to reach out to you. So they just stay in their corner, missing you and gathering up the courage to maybe say something at some point. But I don't think they reached that stage just yet. It's still, they might very soon. We'll see with other cards, but it's still like they're still building up the courage right now. It's like they came to peace with what they feel, what they want to say, but they just don't know how to. Okay, and then they got Pal 1 got this one as well. What is up with that? Okay, ambush fear with your ferocious dreams. I want to say dreams every time, so let's say dreams. Get back to elemental. That's funny. And integrate your knowing. So we have number 9, number 51, and number 48, if that's significant in any way. I like that we have a dog, so dogs or wolves might be significant, but with integrate your knowing, to me it's what they finally have achieved. Like, I think they gathered so much knowing about who they are, what they want, how they want to have it, and it goes deeper than just relationship. I think they've grown a lot, and they want, it's almost like as much as they want you in their life, the way that I see it is like they want you in their life because they felt something for you. But if things don't go well with you, of course they will be bummed, but they still know who they are, and they still know what they want, and they won't let that destroy them, if that makes sense. They are that evolved. I feel them as someone that is really mature and was not easy, it was a process, but they are in a place right now where they're really secure. And maybe they don't have like 100% self-esteem, like they're not like hyper confident, like I said, because I still feel this stress about reaching out to you, but they're still very aware of their demons, aware of their trauma, aware of how to deal with it, aware of what they want in life, how they want it, and also they are open to changes. I feel them really well balanced. It's right there in front of my eyes. They're really balanced with justice here. And ambush fear with your ferocious dream. I feel like it's like a little message from spirit, like saying that they are sending them. Also, we have the third eyes with the little elephant here. The spirit are sending them dreams about how to reach out to you, sending them dreams about ways they could reconnect with you, like so that they can think about it during the day. And maybe they don't remember everything about the dream, but it's enough to stimulate their mind so that they can push the fear back and finally reach out to you. I think Spirit is really like encouraging them in very subtle ways. Also maybe with song, maybe they give them songs about, you know, ideas, what they could say, or making them like see things like, or movies where people reach out to someone else. Like I feel like there is really like a lot of little encouragement that are coming through their third eyes and through dreams. Because also ferocious dreams, I feel like they have a lot and they might be pretty intense. Maybe not all of them are about you, but they are dreams that are forcing them to, you know, think even more and try to overcome their fears even more. Also, I like that those two colors are very similar, so I like that. And get back to elemental. I think it's also like I said, like they just don't want to say hi, and yet I was like telling you if you could to just say hi to them, and it's like they should maybe stop like overthinking it so much and just go forward. But I think it's a process that they have to go through still, so that they can be fully ready when they finally reach out. And maybe when they reach out, they're just gonna say hi. Or you're gonna just, or they're gonna just like go to your favorite coffee shop or something like that, where they know you're gonna be, and it's something that they could have done like a month ago, but it's just at that time they finally be like, oh, let's just go there. When they, yeah, it's like it was just in front of them, like me with the balance word that I was looking for. It was just in front of me, but I looked for it for like 30 seconds when it was just there. So it's the vibe here is like at some point they're gonna be like, oh yes, I can do that, and it was just in front of them the whole time. It was really basic, but it's gonna finally come to them at some point and they're gonna make the move. For those of you whom they don't have your contact or they don't have your info, maybe they could find you easily on social media or something like that, and it's just that they haven't thought about it. Maybe they have a way, like let's say they saw you during I don't know, a Zoom meeting for their company. It's very random, and therefore they like, I don't know how to reach out to them, you know? And actually they could just call their boss and ask who was at that meeting and then look you up on social media or something like that. I think that they are blocking themselves because they are afraid, finding excuses maybe, or just, yeah, there's this idea that they, if they wanted to, like really wanted to, if they stop letting their fear hold them back, they could reach out to you very easily. It's elemental. Watson? It's like in Sherlock Holmes. Elemental. My dear Watson. I don't know. That's the French way. I'm just literally translating it. I don't know if it's like that in English, but yeah, something like that. It's like you don't have to be Sherlock Holmes to find it out, but right now it's how they feel to them. Like they had to be Sherlock Holmes to figure it out how to reach out to you, when it's actually probably way more easy than they realize. Also, we have a triangle in the circle, which is like maybe they're trying to fit a rectangle in the circle when actually it's a triangle. That type of vibe. Okay, I'm rambling. Let's have a look at your tarot now with mystical manga tarot. So you got the Six of Cups, the Ace of Wands, and bottom deck was the Nine of Cups. So there is definitely a strong desire with 3 cards about a romantic proposal, a new beginning. Just, yeah, they're real, like it's just emphasizing what I said with a little adding here, where also with those cards and those 2 kids that look so cute, they really see you as someone that either they could have kids with, but really just someone with whom they could have fun, they could have a very joyful time, where with whom they could just be their more vulnerable self, because children are vulnerable, you know, they're not adults, they don't have the tools that we have, they have to be taken care of, and I don't think they want you to take care of them in a very unhealthy way, but they just want you to, they just want to find back that innocence almost, because they know that with you it will be okay, and they want to find, almost let their inner child come out and play again, which is something that they probably haven't done in a while. and just like this little boy is offering her a cup. This boy have a cups, she has a wands. Like they really want to come and offer you a new beginning or a beginning period. It's coming so freaking strongly. Knight are pretty, well, they're not a king, but it's still a pretty fast energy. Like there is really this desire to take action, and wands is fiery energy, so there is really a really strong urge for this new beginning. But yeah, like I said, I don't know how fast they're going to overcome these last blockages that they create for themselves, kind of vibe. But it's definitely, they will definitely be very respectful, and that's why they are so, like, you know, they want to come back to you or reach out to you in the right way. That's the vibe that I'm getting, especially with the Knight of Cups. It really wants to do things right. It really wants to be it doesn't want to come off as invasive or as pushy or as unwanted. It really, like, the knight, not your person. It really wants to like be respectful, and even though like with the fire, even though there is a lot of desire for it and a lot of passion, there is still this desire to do it right and to do it in a very caring and respectful way, and very gentle way as well. And I love this card. I think it's just so cute. Look at them. They look like they're having fun. They look like they are happy. I just could see that as the two of you. You don't have to be male or female. This is just the card. But yeah, could really be you. Like just when you're with one another, just not caring about all the burdens that we have as adults, not caring about all of the things that you have to do, all of the things that you have to think about, and just being your most inner, authentic, and innocent self. That's what they want with you. And maybe just, and I really have this feeling that for some of you, even though they have feelings for you, it could be just really friendship at the beginning, and they will be really happy with that. They just want you in their life. Really, that's the vibe. They just want you in their life. Friendship, romantic, they will come what you give them. Really. And maybe also, like I said, because they want to do it right, maybe they want to take their time, have some few cute little dates so that you guys can really get to know one another. I think they really went through this in their mind 100 of times. And even if you like, they don't know you that well, they were just thought of all of the ways they could get to know you, all the questions they could ask. Like really, I think that's something that's really sweet. It's really sweet energy, and really like it's not the word that I'm looking for. Yeah, let's go with it anyway. It's really respectful. Like there is really a lot of respect for you. A lot. Like a lot. And so then final messages. Oh, those cards are so beautiful. I got them at Christmas as well. This is a direct message from, well, pile one was from their higher self, so I'm not sure, but we'll see here. We have 11, Dark Night of the Soul. Life brings new meaning. And eternal union. New love is forming. So I really see that as, you know, the process that they went through to achieve this balance and to achieve being ready for this new love. And I think they're just telling you, like, I went through a very dark time. It was really complicated, but it helped me be a new person in the sense of knowing myself better and being just ready for something real, because I don't think they were before. And you touched their heart. Literally, look at this card. I think I said it at some point, or at least I think it. And also they both have this little light in their brain, so I think you guys might be connected in the 5D, or like can share dreams or connect with one another energetically. I can't speak. Or even talk through telepathy. But there is definitely, to me, this is the journey. They went through this Dark Night of the Soul. They learned so much. And they know now that they want you in their life, and they want this connection with you. And yeah, even if they are willing to take it slow, they still want that at the end of the day. Spoiler alert. In case you didn't know. They still want, they want love with you. They want love with you, but they are not in a rush, and they will respect your decision, either you want them or not, in that way. Even though this is a love reading, so I'm guessing you might want them in that way, but it's all up to you at the end of the day. Yeah, this is so sweet. I'm blocked on this card. I'm gonna leave it here, like right in your face. This is a really sweet energy. This person is insanely loving and mature, and so if you had any doubt, if you were, because no contact can mean that there is a lot going on, and there definitely has been a lot going on with your person, but right now, if it's all resolved. Well, I mean, we all keep healing, and they might still have things that they need to figure it out, but they are ready. They are ready for something real, for something mature, for something that is just growing slowly. It's not a rush, it's not a hookup, it's not something insignificant for them. There is a lot of maturity here, definitely. And I really like your person. Really like them a lot. Okay, well, they're yours, don't worry about it. But I just like the energy. Okay, pal 2, I think it's going to be it for your reading. Thank you so much for letting me read for you today. I wish you a happy day or night whenever you are watching. Please take care of yourself. Feel free to like, comment, or subscribe if you feel like it. I will really appreciate that. And I hope I will get the chance to read for you sometimes again. Bye! Heart pile 3, if you choose the... Wait, what's this name again? The Tarot of the Divine. Tarot of the Divine it is. This is going to be your reading. So, about how they are feeling, what's going on with them. Well, no, mostly how they are feeling. Yeah, let's get started. So you got a song, because my last 2 reading were not, the subject of them were not fitting with having a song, but today I felt like it was very fitting, and I was really missing having my little songs at the beginning, because I just vibe. Just music is a huge way my guides and angel and archangel communicate with me, as well as even other soul incarnated on earth. I just get a lot of messages through music. Music helped me my whole life, and I'm going on a tangent here. I'm so sorry. Anyway, the song that you got is, okay, so it's CWGBHN for Can We Just Be Happy Now by Jake Scott and Josie. Okay, the end. Oh, it's Dune. Dunne. It's a very interesting song. I like that song, but in that case, it give me okay. The thing is, in this song, there is the line that says that basically, both of those, so it's a male and a female, both of them are basically saying that they're not fully healed, they're not fully ready, but they still want to be with one another, they still want to start something. Even though it might fail, they still want to start something. It's almost like, the vibe here is that there is so much passion and desire that they will rather be happy for a small amount of time rather than go for the long run, because they know that they are not ready for something committed and maybe something that will last long. So there's definitely some sort of warning with that song to me, because maybe your person is going through a lot of healing, or maybe they're just not ready, or they just got out of a relationship. There is something about them not being, it's not like they will never be ready, but right this second they might not be, and they might still want to start something with you, or they might still show up in your life and want to start something with you. Or I said it's no contact, so maybe you will see them somewhere soon, and there is this warning of, if you see them, like, I don't know, tomorrow at your coffee shop, maybe they will come to you and be like, oh, would you come on a date with me? And you'll be like, I wanted that for so long. So you say yes, but the thing is, they're not quite ready yet, so it might not be what you want to hear. And we'll see with the card more info, but there is definitely this idea that there is more healing done, and they might want to rush things even though they're not ready for them. Okay, what do we got? We got forgiveness and friendship. Interesting. Huh. Okay. And okay, well, okay. So I think that they've messed up something somewhere along the way, either with you or in their previous relationship, and they have not fully forgive themselves for messing things up. And maybe it was with you, and that's why you're not talking with one another anymore, or maybe it's, like I said, a previous relationship, but I want to say they fucked up real bad. And at this point, the person that is the most mad at them is themselves. Like, they're so mad at themselves that they will go and even maybe sabotage this relationship they could have with you, just because they're not at peace with themselves, just because they're in a very, maybe not destructive fully, but when it comes to relationship, they're a bit destructive. They need to forgive themselves, and I think that they should rely on their friend to help them, and maybe they should rely on you. But as a friend, there is really this warning about starting a relationship for me between this song and this card. There is really a warning about keeping, if they come back into your life, if you guys talk again anytime soon, just start as friend, because they are needing healing. They are needing to forgive themselves for something that happened, and I think it could be different for every single one of you. And maybe it's just the forgiveness for, maybe not something that involve relationship, but forgiveness for the way they used to treat themselves, forgiving themselves for decision that they made in the past because they didn't know better, or there is this idea that they are somewhat mad at themselves, and instead of forgiving themselves and healing, they might want to numb it all by rushing into something new, by just receiving love from someone else, even though they can give it to themselves. And that's the recipe for disaster. And you can still, and the thing is, like, Spirit is telling you, you can help them. Just don't help them. You can help them and love them, but don't start a relationship with them. For now, at least. I'm not saying forever. And it's very interesting because it's such a different energy from the other pile. And when I start this reading, I was really not expecting an energy like that. But yeah, there is a really strong warning about you needing to just be friends with them right now, if you come in contact with them. And it's like, don't ignore them, don't be hard on them, because it's really not what they need. They need compassion. But set your boundaries and make it clear that as long as they haven't achieved peace with themselves or grow or change their ways, you won't see them as anything else than a friend, even though you might have crazy deep feelings for them. They need to forgive themselves for something. And maybe you need to forgive them as well. Maybe you think you have forgiven them for something that they did, but maybe you are not there yet as well, because there is a woman and a man singing that song, and you don't have to be either. You don't have to identify as either, or it could be a same-sex relationship. It doesn't mean anything. The only thing is that there is two people energy here representing in this song, two voices, and maybe some of the things that they need to forgive is the way they treated you. And maybe you think you have forgiven them, but deep inside there is still some lingering angers or just bad feelings. And I just think that, yeah, if you guys come together right now, if you reconnect and come together right now, this is not going to be beautiful or healthy, at least not in the long run. It might feel good for like a few weeks, and then both of yours own issues are going to surface and resurface, and you're going to destroy one another, basically, or at least this relationship. Wow, that was tough. I'm sorry. I feel like it was really tough. But yeah, still, you know, the spirit is really encouraging you to be friends, because I really think it could help healing this, either healing just them or healing this relationship or healing the both of you to reconnect, but in the taking off the pressure of a romantic relationship, just being casual friends, taking off the physical aspect of a relationship and also the deep emotional linked that come with a romantic relationship. Okay, let's say a bit more. We have Nourish the Sacred Feminine with number 18. Shift the way to new potential. 29, 18. Did I say it? I'm not sure. Unstick the stuck. 46. Interesting. So with Nourish the Sacred Feminine, I think there is a need, at least for them, but maybe the two of you, to just really be honest with your own feeling and with the way you feel. Because I feel like maybe like because you know this person is important for you, maybe because you know deep inside that they are your soulmate or something like that, you might want to overlook some of the things that they did to you, or some of the red flags even. And there is a message here about you being more honest about your feelings, because the Sacred Feminine is all about the feelings and the intuition, and so you should really trust your intuition, because I think you know that they are not ready for something right now. And also you should encourage them, if you can, nicely obviously, to look within and to maybe realize what happened, what went wrong, or be more vulnerable about what happened. And you cannot force them. It's not about forcing them. It's just about being like, I'm here for you if you want to talk about what happened, either with a past relationship or a family dynamic, past friendship, whatever happened with them, or if it's something that happened between the two of you. Maybe there is the need to be more honest with yourself and then try to be more honest with them, maybe have a conversation about what happened. But there is a message here about being more honest with how you feel deep inside and not try to hide the uncomfortable feelings. Wow, I feel like I keep being a bit tough on you guys, and I don't want to be tough. It's the messages here. And though this card is really bright, so I really think that you can get a lot of healing and fulfillment through being just friends with them. And then in a few months, or whenever you guys have shift to the new potential, you can take this relationship to romance, to something romantic. But it's not like Spirit is saying you're not meant for one another, you could never be with one another. It's just Spirit saying that there is a definite need for healing and growth before there is the potential for something romantic and lasting. Because there is a potential for something romantic right now, but it won't last. It would be something really destructive, even, maybe, at least for one of you. So you need to take the time, heal yourselves, your person, the both of you, and shift to that new potential, because the potential is here. Definitely, there is definitely the potential for a beautiful relationship, but there is still things that need to be addressed before that. You need to unstick the stuck. You need to unstuck yourselves, the both of you. You need to unstuck those feelings. You need to see things clearly. You need to be more honest with yourself, with the way they have hurt you, or the way they are hurt, the way they need to forgive themselves, where there is healings that need to be done. Woo, okay. Also, you had the more cards. Usually I only took 3 cards, but 3 flew out, and since I took the bottom deck every time, this is not the bottom deck, but anyway, since I take the bottom deck every time, this is not the bottom deck. Yeah, this is the bottom deck. Yeah, anyway, let's get started. So you got the Ace of Cups, Judgment, the World, and the Fool. So 3 major arcana. So this is not something... if I'm correct, neither pile 1 or pile 2 had any major arcana. So that's a big deal. So they definitely want to make you an offer concerning a relationship. Ace of Cups are offering a new relationship, offering something. But with Judgment here, there is a need to... yeah, there's a need to be more honest with yourself, with themselves at least. Be more... the way that I'm seeing it here is like... have an accurate judgment over your own self, and not in a bad way, you know, like for example, like if you ask me what is your strength and what are your default, I cannot name them all, but at least I have a pretty good idea where I'm good at and when I'm bad, what is my trauma, what is my triggers. I came to a place where I have a pretty good understanding of that. Of course, I'm not an expert, and I'm always surprised myself sometimes with the way that I react to something, because of course you cannot know every single thing about yourself. But I'm in a place where I feel like I know myself quite well, and I think there is definitely a need for your person, at least maybe the two of you, but at least your person, to know themselves better and to be more honest with who they are. Because there's definitely this... I don't think they have if they, with this offer, with this desire for a relationship, with this desire to be happy now, to start something now that is coming from them, and maybe they won't act on it in the physical, but the desire is strongly here. I don't think it's coming from a place of wanting to be mean, because I really think they want something just fun, just fulfilling with you. But it will be... because we have the Judgment in between, it's like they want to give you that, but if they are being honest with themselves, they cannot yet. Because it will be a full act, and the Fool is not a bad card, you know, it's just about taking a leap of faith and just starting something even though you might not have every answer. But in this case, it's not so much that they don't have the answers, that they don't want to find the answers. They don't want to not be that fool anymore. They want to stay here. They want to stay in the dark from who they are and what's going on with them. And and it's almost like they will use this connection they have with you. They will use something beautiful as a coping mechanism without realizing it, because they are hiding what's going on within them. They're hiding it even to themselves. They're lying literally to themselves. And I don't see them as a bad person whatsoever. It's absolutely not a bad person. I think it's something we all do at some point in our lives, being like not wanting to see the truth of a situation, the truth of our feelings, the reason why we act the way we do. I like, if someone tell you they never lie to themselves, I think they are lying. So we all lie to ourselves at some point. We all go through phases where we don't want to be honest with the reason why we are acting the way we are, and maybe sometimes it's just that it's just really dark and it's really hard to admit. And there is no shaming here. I'm not blaming your person. I really think that because we have the world here, it's even strongly, it's like they are not coming from a bad place. They're not a bad person. They don't want to come and destroy you. But at the end, it's what might happen because they are not seeing themselves clearly. They don't see that they have things that they need to work through. And so they just, yeah, they're not a bad person at all. I want to stress that a lot, because I feel like I've been coming off in a way like, oh, the both of you can just destroy one another, and no, you're not a bad person. You can, but you're not a bad person. It would not be like something intentional. It would be something that happened because there is too much healing that need to be done. But yeah, but there is the potential. I cannot stress that enough. And they are not a bad person. You know, they want something fun. They want something beautiful. Like this card. It's really cute, but they're not ready for it. And maybe you aren't as well. So okay, let's have a look at the final messages. We have mindful wisdom, create inner harmony. Yeah, number 28. It's funny because we have number 28 with mindful wisdom, create inner harmony, and then we have 29 with shift the way to new potential. It's almost like once you create this inner harmony, you and your person, the both of you or just them if you are there already, it will be shift. You will be in the place where you can start a new relationship, a new romantic relationship. But as long as this inner harmony isn't achieved, you cannot shift to a romantic relationship. You need to stay in the friendship. At least it would be less damaging, and really I think like your guides won't stop you if you guys both rush into a relationship. But I think first of all, your intuition will tell you that this might not be the best idea, and also it's like even though you guys come together and maybe hurt each other badly, there is always the opportunity to come back with one another, especially if it's your soulmate or your twin flame, and if you feel really strongly about them that you will want to try again. It's always going to be possible, I feel. But your guides don't want you to do that. they kind of want to save you from the pain here and make you choose a different path that will be more healthy for the both of you. And then we have 26, love and light, hacked with care. So again, there's definitely this idea that to not shutting them out. Also, those two faces kind of look a bit like one another to me. But it's like you can still give them love and act with care and being gentle with them. It's just not starting something romantic and physical with them. Like even just don't be like what's the term, sex friend, I guess. Or like don't have casual sex with them. That I feel like it won't be beneficial for the two of you. Of course you have free will. You don't have to claim this reading if you don't want to. Please, if it doesn't resonate, if you don't want to claim it, feel free to do so. No hard feeling. But if you feel like it could fit your situation, your person, or the two of you, just know that Spirit is definitely encouraging you to still give them some love, but just the friendship kind, the friendly kind, at least for a while, until you both are ready for more. But because I feel like they're gonna reach out, there is definitely a strong desire for that here, and even with this song, so there is definitely a reconnection in the cards for you, but maybe there shouldn't be. and I feel like in this case, the non-contact can be from you guys having a fight, or you guys, having a fight, definitely, or something like that. Also, the letter F might be significant because we have forgiveness, friendship, feminine. It called me out. And full, we have a lot of F later, so maybe your name or their name start with the F or something like that. Also, maybe like because of the name of the seeker, Jake and Josie, it's a G each time. In judgment, G as well might be significant, or just Jake, or Jake. I don't know, Jake stood out to me today. Anyway, it's not the first time that I have a song from this singer, but somehow today Jake stood out. I think it's going to be it, pile 3. It was a bit intense, and I'm sending you a lot of love because I feel like this is a very complicated situation, and I think that I only see what spirit is showing me, but there is probably a lot of layers to this and a lot more that I don't see. And I want to say again that I'm not blaming anyone here. I'm just saying what I see, and I'm just giving the warning that I see. But there is definitely a huge guidance to not shut them away, not pushing them away. It's not about you completely having to ignore them and even being mad at them. It's being about being a friend with them, and the both of you, or at least them, healing what's need to be healed. Okay, I'm gonna end your reading here. I don't see anything else. Also with the moon, maybe the two of you, either, and the owl as well, communicate a lot at nighttime, or used to communicate a lot at nighttime, or will communicate a lot of nighttime. There is this idea for me here, or at least once the sun is set and the moon is up and the owl is out. Okay, I'm gonna stop now. Thank you so much for letting me read for you today. I wish you a happy day or night whenever you are watching. Please take care of yourself, and remember that an healing journey is not linear, and it takes time either for you or your person. So don't be hard on yourself or on their self. Feel free to like, comment, or subscribe if you feel like it. It would mean a lot to me, and I hope I will get the chance to read for you again someday. Bye.